Aber nun müssen wir uns beim besten Willen nicht ums Kaffeekochen kümmern, sondern endlich damit, dass der aktuelle Kontenauftrag losgeht. Eine ausgesprochene, scharfe Teegesellschaft. Inwiefern sagt das allerdings jetzt mit Kaffee? Was zu tun hatte, keine Ahnung. Höchstwahrscheinlich war das, sagt mal, wieder irgend so ein kleiner Auftrag, der im Großen und Ganzen nicht sehr viel, naja, mit dem eigentlichen Auftrag, den wir machen wollen, zu tun hat. Hatten wir jetzt schon ein paar Mal gehabt. Dass die Person, die sagt, in der täglichen Mission vorkam und die sagt, man erstmal erledigen musste, also abschließen musste, nicht gerade sehr viel mit dem aktuellen Auftrag zu tun hatte. Aber jetzt müssten wir auch endlich... Okay, das Gespräch zwischen Arlecchino, Neuvillette und Furina wird wohl jetzt ein Rückblick zu sprechen, also zu sehen sein.
Neuvillette, we're here! Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this.
Kurz zuvor im Palais
It
Memonia.
has come to my attention that the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time. Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Furina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro-Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only I hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Auf Furinas Bestehen hin ist der Zeitpunkt des Treffens mit Arlecchino gekommen.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party. I assume you see it the same way, Miss Furina?
Arlecchino, die Bedienstete. Die 4. und den 11. Fatui.
Lady Furina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Iudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you. Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Iudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice. Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meropide to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Furina?
About that.
The fortress of Meropide has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
Und so kommen wir zurück.
Showed up already? Well, Linny did say that father will be returning soon.
Und so sind wir wieder zurück in die Gegenwart gekommen. Und eines ist natürlich ja sehr klar. Arlecchino hatte, sagt man, am besten Willen. Ja, wie sagt man das jetzt? Er sagt am besten. Nicht so viel Respekt vor Furina als Archon. Sie hatte, er sagt, mehr Respekt vor Neuvillette als vor Furina. Und ja, Furina ist bis jetzt, er sagt sowieso auch nicht gerade das, was man, er sagt, eigentlich als Archon, im Allgemeinen bezeichnen würde. Okay, Venti würde man eigentlich auch nicht so recht als Archon an sich ja bezeichnen. Da sind der sagt Zhongli, also Zhongli, Raiden Shogun oder natürlich auch Nahida ein bisschen anders, muss man ja sagt wirklich sagen.
We didn't even know that Lenny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Ja, des Weiteren, was überrascht euch das jetzt eigentlich, dass Arlecchino jetzt schon auftaucht? Es war doch, der sagt damals, der sagt... Ja, es war doch, er sagt, damals, also im letzten Jahr, in Sumeru auch nicht anders gewesen, dass er sagt, der Doktor auch sehr früh auftrat. Okay, eigentlich ist ungefähr knapp beim Ende hin. Vielleicht ein bisschen... Okay, Arlecchino ist vielleicht doch ein bisschen früher dran. Bitte seid vorsichtig, Neuvillette.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that Lady Furina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the Knave.
Could the Knave be threatening Lady Furina or something?
Naja, mehr als wahrscheinlich, ja. Das göttliche Herz von Fontaine. Aber wie ich sowieso auch schon ein paar Mal erwähnte, aufgrund dessen, weil irgendjemand auf YouTube ja sowieso auch mal das Video ein bisschen analysierte, das Zwischenkapitel Zaubertrick in der Winternacht aus dem letzten Jahr, wo alle 11 Fatui vorkamen, also alle 10, also die restlichen 9 Fatui ja vorkamen. Da hatte jemand ja sowieso auch in den Kommentaren zu dem Video geschrieben, dass er sagt, das Schachspiel, was er sagt, ja Piero, der erste der Fatui, ja da hatte, wo dann sowieso auch die 2 göttlichen Herzen von, Anemo und Geo drauf standen, eine Nachempfindung eines berühmten Schachspiels ist, also nicht ein berühmtes Schachspiel, sondern eine berühmte Schachpartie. Und in Bezug auf Fontaine, so würde man jetzt, sagt, so denken, glauben, wenn das der sagt, der Wahrheit entspricht, dass es hierbei zu einer Pattsituation kommt. Also, dass weder wir noch die Fatui das göttliche Herz nun kriegen. Wie das, sagt, im Allgemeinen dann, sagt, hier ablaufen könnte, wenn es der Wahrheit entspricht. Darüber hat man sich überhaupt noch keine so richtigen Gedanken darüber gemacht, wenn ich ehrlich bin. Ich habe zwar das so gelesen, aha, es kommt, sagt, es könnte zu einer Pattsituation, also zu einem Unentschieden in Fontaine kommen. Weder die Fatui noch wir kriegen das göttliche Herz. Was natürlich eigentlich auch bedeutet, dass er sagt, auch Furina selbst dann, sagt, das göttliche Herz dann nicht hat. Da könnte man doch jetzt meinen, was wäre eigentlich mit dem Orden des Abgrunds? Haben die dann vielleicht, sagt, hierbei ihre Finger im Spiel? Diese Möglichkeit hat man, sagt, noch nie so recht bedacht. Ich vor allem, sagt, nicht. Wenn es zu einem Unentschieden kommt, wie kommt es dazu? Wird sich jetzt, sagt, endlich der Orden des Abgrunds, sagt, um die Sache mit den göttlichen Herzen einmischen? Dann ist es ja beim besten Willen, sagt, auch wirklich, sagt, nichts mehr so Überraschendes, dass es eine Verbindung zwischen den Fatui und dem Orden des Abgrunds ergibt. Das gab es ja sowieso auch schon seit längerer Zeit, muss man sagen.
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Furina inform me? And what means could the Knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
So maybe that's not very likely. Even though Furina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
Eine Göttin, die wiederum im Vergleich zu ihren anderen, Götterkollegen beim besten Willen ein bisschen schüchterner ist. Dann sowieso auch ein bisschen ängstlicher. Und ja. Sie gibt sich zwar, als starke Persönlichkeit hin, hat aber doch, mit ihrer Rolle als Archon doch ein bisschen zu kämpfen. Aufgrund ihrer Schüchternheit.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the fortress of Meropide, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Also, was das angeht, wir haben ihn in der letzten Version ja noch heraufbeschworen. Aus dem aktuellen Banner, also aus dem letztaktuellen Banner. Also ja, der Gefängnisausbruch ist dann geglückt, anscheinend. Ist er etwa geflohen?
The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the fortress of Meripede. Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the fortress of Meripede and investigate Child's disappearance. This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Aber warum gerade wir?
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the fortress of Meripede.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The fortress of Meripede is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble. So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Ja, schließlich ist Tartaglia unser Freund.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Meripede's entrance on Erinius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
Oh, right! Even though we'll be there on trumped-up charges, we'll be in prison for real. On second thought, is it too late to back out?
Sie ist ein Paimon, es ist schon abgemacht.
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it. Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month. You're a treat.
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
Ah, den Orangenkuchen von... Ist doch also ein Orangenkuchen. Von Arlecchino. Tja, danke. Geht zum Café Luzern. Ach, deshalb also. Deshalb also hatten wir im letzten Part eine tägliche Mission mit dem Café Luzern gehabt. Weil wir jetzt als nächstes storybedingt dorthin müssten. Aber trotzdem, eigentlich könnte man solche Sachen doch eher gesagt von der Hauptstory abtrennen. Rein theoretisch, aber... Tja, meinetwegen. Aber ja, eines ist sehr klar. Eine große Meinung pflegt Arlecchino beim besten Willen, er sagt nicht über Furina. Ist ja natürlich auch offensichtlich schon mal bei einigen Sachen gewesen. Und darüber hinaus, ja, Furina gibt sich, er sagt, selbstbewusst hin, ist aber doch eine sehr schüchterne Person. Die auf jeden Fall versucht, ihrer Rolle als Archon gerecht zu werden. Wir wissen ja eigentlich auch nicht so genau, wie war eigentlich ihr Vorgänger gewesen. Ja, er verstarb und daraufhin sind der Sack all die Okeaniden aus Fontaine ja geflohen. Das wissen wir ja schon mal von Idia aus dem Sommer-Event dieses Jahres. Dass sie, er sagt, nach dem Tod des vorherigen Archons aus Fontaine fliehen musste. Aber wie lange ist es jetzt eigentlich überhaupt schon her? Tja, du hast wirklich eine Menge bestellt.
That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we were about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty. Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws here. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the fortress of Meropide. Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey! You can't hear a taste! And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Naja, immer da, wo es eine interessante Story zu hören oder zu sehen gibt, ist natürlich Charlotte vom Dampfvogel aus der Nah.
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him, but he didn't even show up. Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. As long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal.
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the fortress of Meropide. You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it.
No way! We would never! We're just going there to...
Atschi!
Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neuvillette told us to keep it a secret.
Weil wir öffentlich das Ende eines Kriminalromans verraten haben. Wir haben gegen das Gesetz des Spoiler-Alarms verstoßen. Ist ja gerade erst neu herausgekommen von Furina.
Huh? You're being arrested for that?
Ja, wenn man, er sagt, in Gegenwart eines Archons das Ende einer Geschichte, er sagt, verrät, was er sagt, gerade erst liest. Das kann, er sagt, schon recht teuer und, er sagt, auch schmerzhaft werden.
Oh, but now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable, almost as offensive as committing theft.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious?
Siehst du, ich hab's dir gesagt.
Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing.
Aber dass eigentlich der Graf aus Fort Meropide verschwunden ist, könnte vielleicht auch mit einem anderen Zusammenhang zusammenhängen. Denn wissen wir eigentlich zu 100%, dass er eigentlich zu 100% aus Netznaya ist? Also wissen wir eigentlich, dass er sagt, beide Elternteile aus Snezhnaya stammen? Wissen wir das? Also ich weiß es nicht, ob beide seine Eltern wirklich aus Snezhnaya stammen. Es kann ja immer noch sein, dass ein Elternteil vielleicht aus Fontaine stammte. Oder dass vielleicht beide aus Fontaine waren, aber nach Snezhnaya eingebürgert wurden. Oder, naja, die Staatsbürgerschaft von Fontaine aufgaben, dann Snezhnaya ein neues Leben begann. Wir wissen, er sagt wirklich in diesem Falle nicht so ganz, ob er vielleicht nicht auch mit der Erbsünde Fontaines vielleicht belastet ist. Und dass das Wasser des Urmeers vielleicht ihn nicht aufgelöst hat. Könnte natürlich ja sein.
Alright, there's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Mirapede, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a story?
About that, Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare. On top of that, the Fortress of Mirapede has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge there. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
All right, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Nachdem ihr euch ordentlich satt gegessen habt, bereitet ihr euch auf eure Ankunft im Fort vor.
Oh, Paimon's so full. Well, guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going. Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?
Naja, wie soll man das Ganze besser ausdrücken? Aber gut, auf nach Irenies. Warte mal, Opera Eclipse, dort müssen wir hin? Und das Gebiet, wo wir hin müssen, ist da oben? Ich hatte gedacht, es wäre hier. Aber gut, dann ist das Ganze jetzt doch ein bisschen anders als erwartet. Naja, wir müssen ja sowieso erstmal verurteilt werden.